Working all day, you're tired, you really don't want to cook dinner, you just want something simple and fast. Well, we're going to show you a really quick recipe on tortilla pizza, everybody. Now, everybody, before we get started, there's just a few things to this delicious recipe that's really going to make your day. I'm telling you, these tortilla pizzas are awesome. They're just a few ingredients you're going to need, or you can even change them up as you go. So we're going to have some Parmesan cheese. We have our pizza sauce. You can also use an alternative olive oil and maybe some balsamic with a little bit of seasonings within that olive oil to brush on these beautiful tortillas. Need a pepper of your choice, whether it be green, whether it be the red or the yellow. Now everybody, if you don't know this, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, everybody, that will be a very sweet bell. If you have 3, it's not going to be near as sweet. So you can use a green bell pepper, a yellow bell pepper, a red bell pepper, just whatever pepper that you want. And we have basically a pizza stone or a stone, and we're going to use that with these. So we got our Canadian bacon that we're going to put with this, and it is in the microwave defrosting, but we're going to cut up some vegetables first, and then we're going to start building our pizza. Now, everybody, make sure, as we always talk about this, to wash your hands really, really good before handling any kind of food. Uncooked food, chicken, beef, anything that's meat especially, you'll always want to wash your hands before and after even handling. But we found a new trick, or we've had a new trick on cutting these bell peppers up, because a lot of people go in here and there goes the oven. The oven is now ready. But a lot of people go in and they cut this core out and they pull it out. And let me show you a little trick I learned many years ago. What we do is we cut the very end of the bell out, just like that. And of course, we're always going to use this. And you notice you've got the core right there. And you can just pop that thing right on out, and it is ready to be chopped up, everybody. Now, take in mind, everybody, this is a pretty quick little dinner, but it takes just a little bit of time for preparation, but not near as long as some things. So we're going to just slice these peppers up. And then I'm going to cut them down just a little bit more, so we'll have plenty of this pepper to go on our pizzas. And what this does is it's cooking in the oven. It just gets even more flavorful as it cooks down. And of course, we always use this. We don't waste anything. So we'll just cut these down real quick. And try not to cut your fingers off, everybody, because SSC has done that. I have cut my fingers before with some really sharp knives. So I try to peel in my fingers like this as I'm cutting. Everybody has their own style, everybody. And you can, if you want to make this simpler, you can use a chopper instead of cutting. I like to cut because it's just good therapy for you. Learn how to cut right without killing yourself here. So we're going to cut this stuff up. And I think we have probably just about enough. And we're going to pull out our meat. Now, what we like on our tortilla pizzas, guys, we love Canadian bacon, because Canadian bacon doesn't leave that oily film on your pizza or your tortillas, guys. So we're going to use some Canadian bacon today. Now, some people will want this to be whole, but I like to chop this stuff up, everybody. when you're cooking these uh, tortilla pizzas, they're a little bit smaller, more bite-sized, but we're just going to kind of chop these up. And I like to, it just makes it so much easier, everybody. We have sizes about like this. This is about what you want. And we're going to add these to our tortilla pizzas shortly. But the next thing that we got to do is we got to put our pizza stone in our oven that's preheated to about 400 degrees. We're going to get this stone good and hot. We're going to pull this stone out, and then we're going to start building our tortilla pizzas. But before we do that, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. We're actually going to go put the tortilla pizza or tortillas on here on the stone, and we're going to get them where they're about partially cooked before we build the tortilla pizzas, everybody. So it's a lot of fun. We have a good time. And remember one thing, just like my gold and silver channel, I don't edit anything. So if I make a mistake, trust me, you'll know it, you'll see it, and nobody cares because we're just a normal guy right here in Oklahoma, country cooking at its best. While the pizza stone is in the oven, everybody, just remember, these things are super simple and you can pretty much add just about what you want. And as long as this video takes, is about as long as it takes to make these. So it's really a lot of fun. I think the longest part about this is actually heating the pizza stone up. But like I said, you can use olive oil. You can use a pizza sauce. You can use a marinara, a spaghetti sauce as your sauce. And you can also add black olives. Where are those at? What did I do with them? Here we go. So Mrs. SSC reminded me that we need black olives on our pizzas tonight. So you can make one, you can make two, you can make 10. You can make them for your family on a football game, basketball game, celebration. And there's many ways to do these. You can do them on yellow corn tortillas, white corn tortillas, even flour tortillas, guys. But I prefer the yellow corn. You can even fry them if you like, but I prefer to cook them in the oven. They just seem to come out just a little bit better. So our pizza stone is ready to come out of the oven, everybody. So I got my trusty glove on. Trust me, put gloves on when you grab stuff out of the oven because I've gotten in a hurry with my ADHD before. And I've grabbed stuff and pulled it out of the oven with no oven mitts. You don't want to do that. Trust me. So, I can't help it when I see a face like this, everybody. Good old trusty Noelle, been with us for a long time. And so, we got to give her a little treat, right? So let's tear off a little piece of this Canadian bacon right here. Sit. Good girl. Here. Stand. Good girl. Okay. Good job, Noelle. Let's get back to it. Wait, I forgot. We have a yellow lab. Holly. This is Holly, everybody. Holly, my yellow lab. Come here. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Be easy. Don't bite my finger off. There we go. Now we got to wash our hands. So just remember, everybody, when you pull these things out, they're extremely hot. So be very, very careful. We're going to pull out some tortillas. And it doesn't really matter if you got a little bit of rip in there. This will probably hold about, I'm going to say 2 or 3, maybe 4 tortillas. And we're going to put them on the pizza stone. And then we're going to partially cook these tortillas in the oven at about 400 degrees, everybody. And it won't take very long, trust me. So we're going to put those in real quick, and then we're going to get started on building these pizzas. And basically, the reason why we heat the pizza stone up, everybody, is because it takes much less time for those tortillas to start baking and cooking. We do not want to overcook them, so make sure you keep an eye on those in the oven. We've kept it about 400 degrees, and we're going to check them here in about 5 minutes. I've got my timer set for about 5 minutes. We're going to check those, and you can check them by looking at them. You can open the oven, maybe touch them a little bit, but just don't touch a hot surface. Maybe the tortillas, that's about it. So check them, and when you feel they're done, pull them out, everybody. So we're going to give it about 5 minutes, and we're going to pull them out. So we got the tortillas pulled out. Let's build some pizza. As you can see, everybody, they're just about the right texture, a right crispiness, but not real crispy, because we don't want to overdo these when we're building our pizza and cooking our pizzas. So let's get started. What is always the first thing that you want to do when you're making a pizza, everybody? You want to put some sauce on it, right? So we're going to put some sauce on it. And like I said, you can use either olive oil with some seasoning mixtures. You can use marinara. You can use pizza sauce. We're going to put a little bit. We don't want to put too much on these things. I have done it before, but we'll just kind of spread it around just real quick. You want to get it on the tortilla because you want that flavor to come through. You just don't want the cheese and the meat and the vegetables, but you want that flavor to come through, everybody. Now, guys, you can make these really healthy by just doing vegetables only. The Canadian bacon gives it a fantastic flavor, but if you want to go kind of, what is it, honey? Tropical, what do they call it? All vegetables. Mrs. SSC's over here doing some work while we're doing this, She's expecting deliciousness. So, but you can do them all different kinds of ways. No, not vegetarian. Can we do all veggies? Yeah, no, not very, no, because we got tortillas here. So, anyway, yeah, it's cool. But we're doing these tonight. We have done them with olive oil on many occasions, everybody, and it really, really tastes phenomenal. So let's get this on here, and let's get started building some tortilla pizzas. So let's put that aside. And I guess our next thing is we got to put some base on it. And I say base, I mean Parmesan cheese. There's something about Parmesan cheese that really brings out the flavor of these pizzas, and actually any pizza. So we're going to put some Parmesan cheese. You don't need to put a whole lot on it, everybody, because you don't want to overpower it, but just enough to give it some extra flavor. And we'll get those put on there. Come on, baby. Come on, daddy. Big Daddy's cooking, and we love it. Yeah, SSC cooks too. And SSC has a gold and silver channel too, guys. If you're new to this channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel. If you're a viewer of my Silver Stacker Cracker, thanks, guys, for coming in. We really appreciate you watching these videos through. All that cheese is gone. Let's put some goodies on it. So what we're going to do next, we're going to add a little bit of cheese, everybody. And this is just a mixture of mild and semi-sharp kind of. We're going to put a little bit of cheese on these things. You don't want to put too much on here. If you overdo it, and SSC loves cheese, everybody, but if you overdo it, it kind of makes them difficult to cook. And now you can do what you want to do. You can put tons of cheese on them. That's just about the right amount, everybody, because we're going to add just a little bit more after we put our other toppings on them. So let's do this. Let's put some of this on here real quick. And make sure you wipe off that pizza stone with this extra stuff here. Clean up your mess, everybody. It just makes it so much easier. So let's put that down. And I guess the next thing we're going to do is we're going to throw down a few black olives. And then we're going to go down with some bell pepper. So we'll put a few black olives on this bad boy. Look at that, guys. Man, it's coming together. It's like, it's like art, everybody. Cooking is like art. And cooking is very therapeutic. When you go work 10, 11, 12 hours a day, and you come home and you cook, it actually, it really is therapeutic. So As a man, you think, oh, all the women cook. I go out and work 10, 12 hours a day. Well, that's a bunch of malarkey, right? We got to cook and help out and have fun. And let me tell you, this is the best part. Cooking is the best part. Cleaning up is the worst. So you can ask, what did you say? Well, Mrs. SSC's in the background, everybody.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Well, it's true, everybody. I do make a mess in the kitchen, but I cook some really, really good stuff. And we're going to be cooking a lot of stuff on this channel. We're going to be smoking meats. We're going to be baking Cinnabons especially in the Christmas season. So I got high hopes for this channel, everybody. So we got our black olives on, and I kind of think what we need to do is we need to add some Canadian bacon. So you don't have to add a whole lot, guys. These are small, so it doesn't take a whole lot of Canadian bacon. We're going to add a few peppers. I probably cut up too many peppers, but the kicker is, everybody, is you can make a whole bunch of these. You can eat these as a pizza. You can fold them like a taco. You can do whatever you want to do. You just add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you want pepperoni on them, if you want other meats on them, if you want some ground beef, seasoned ground beef, some sausage, guys, you can do whatever you want. You can do what now? Jalapenos, Mrs. SSC says. So I'm going to take a little bit of cheese on top of the Canadian bacon. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. That'll kind of help stick the peppers to the top. We want the peppers to cook good. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to slow this oven down to about 350, guys, because you don't want to cook them too fast and burn the tortillas. You just want to cook them just enough where you get all the goodness melted in there, all the deliciousness melted in there. Shout out to my folks at Metro 4 watching our channel. So here's what we got. This is the prepared product. What's next? Going in the oven. So our pizzas are out of the oven and planted, everybody. Sure to be delicious for your husband, your wife, whoever it may be, whoever's cooking. Make these. These are delicious. About 25 minutes total to make these incredible little tortilla pizzas, everybody, from start to finish. Cooking, chopping, prepping, all that good stuff. About 25 minutes, and they are delicious. You can make 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of these. How many people do you got, guys? It's time. So everybody, we got our tortilla pizzas done. We're ready to go. Please like, subscribe, share these videos, watch them all the way through. It's going to be a great channel. Let's eat.